So yes, Bill proposed a challenge to me. You know, roasting comes easy to me because I'm just a bitch.
Ding, 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 ding.
So he was like, what if you do Lubi's roast in the form of a poem?
This is beautiful.
And
Wait till you- we
truthfully,
haven't heard it yet.
this might be my best work yet.
But you're supposed to let other people say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think. Here we go. Lubi, your birth should bring us mirth. But instead I find it boggles the mind how someone so tall could go on living at all. With scaffolding amuck, please remember to duck. And I must confess, you're kind of a mess with dating and men. You've become an old hen.
Yes.
But believing in fate, you'll soon get a date. The man of your dreams will appear on the scene. He'll see your long locks and follow you blocks. Stalking, he'll spy, then attack you, oh my. You'll have no protection, but lots of affection. A tall, single hag, you will die.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
I was really proud of that.
Should be.
man.
This is a masterpiece. Can I have a copy of this?
I will print it and frame it
Wow.
for you.
Amazing.
That reminds me of when you went as Wendy Adams for Halloween one time. For some reason, that entire poem. Jesus! Well,
Oh, that was a
That's-
great way to spend
Wow.
a Saturday morning, I want to tell you.
any indication of the rest of the show, I'm going to leave right now.
That's
My
it. We
delicate
all should
sensibilities
leave.
can't take this.
I mean, it could be because English is not my first language. Was it that I'm going to be stalked and raped?
Yes.
This is amazing. This is all I ever wanted,
because-
basically.
Affirmative.
You constantly have stories of men following you
True.
on the street.
I mean, something finally has to happen at this
Yes.
point.
It's a numbers game.
Come on. Don't start something you can't finish,
Wow.
homeless boy.
Please edit that out.
I don't think you need to roast yourself, but sure, it's your birthday.
I just worry she's putting a bullseye on her. Well, should we do our first live? Oh, we should do our live one now,
Let's
huh?
do it.
Yes.
I
Sonia
think
is
the mic
here.
should be working. We didn't do a sound check beforehand.
I don't know. I guess you guys can hear me. As long as she can hear me.
I think you can try
Should
to
I be closer or should
That
I
should
take it
work.
out?
Get the
Just
mic.
grab the mic. You can take it off. There you
Grab it, Sonia.
All right.
Don't be
I don't
shy.
know if I can be heard, but it's okay. This is how they silence women anyway, right?
Let me move that thing from your face.
After you heard that
Yeah,
poem, don't you
there
think
you
women
go.
should be silenced?
There you go.
There we go,
Be
Senorita.
supporting the
Throw
art.
it in the garbage, Sonia.
Yeah, there
Throw
you
it in
go.
the...
I tried
Already
against the
made me
yards,
work,
too.
right? This is how it gets. Okay, cool. All right. Am I
Wow.
good? Am I good? All right.
Everybody, Sonia Savanovich, who bought me
Hi
these
guys.
beautiful
Good
flowers.
morning. Nice to have you here.
And now she's gonna shit on me.
Yeah, I just woke up and chose violence. So let's go. All right. So you guys want to like? I have like around 10 jokes. Should I just go like one at a time?
10
and then we
slaps
can go
for
back
me.
and
I
forth?
insist.
Or you want to like you want the whole bunch right away?
I think we should go like full assassin
Yeah.
mode and
Kill me.
Full assassin mode.
do it all.
All right. Well, I don't. I mean, Lubi's Slavic, but you can tell that because she's not wearing a tracksuit. You know, it's
Yes.
one of those
Fair
things.
enough.
She is a strong Eastern European woman with valid opinions. So toxic. She's so tall and Eastern European. Some would think that she would be a great basketball player, but unfortunately, she can't play in NBA because she's not a man, and she can't play in WNBA because she's not a lesbian. Okay,
Oh, wow.
I know.
True.
Sorry, Lubi, rules are rules, okay? A fortune teller once told Lubi that she's one of them, that she's a witch. And Lubi still doesn't know what her magic power is, but don't worry, Lubi. As a woman approaching 40, you'll soon be invisible, so it's all good.
Oh, wow.
It's all good.
This was standing ovation.
It's all
Starting
coming
off
for you.
dirty.
It's all coming for you.
Wow, shit.
Lubi is a Scorpio. They're very sexual and kinky, right? So Lubi's into choking. Hey, fellas.
True.
Her
Used to be.
favorite sex position is Heimlich maneuver. Okay, so she has that going for her. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm never going to forget this. It's my...
Lubi, you're so tall. Men don't go down on you. They go up, okay? So- they just climb her like a mountain, like a mountain Kilimanjaro.
Why are you
okay?
wasting this on her? This should be on stage.
There you go. Well, oh, did you guys know that she has a mom and a sister, and she lost her dad when she was really young, so Lubi became a new man in the house, and it's basically the closest thing Montenegro will ever have to trans community, okay? So that's that.
All facts, unfortunately.
She's also inspired by Kris Jenner, and I think that Lubi would be a great Kardashian because she has that good hair and bad taste in men. So it's good.
Call me Kubi from now on.
Lubi often talks about suicide, but don't worry, guys. She is from Montenegro, and they don't believe in doing extra work. So,
That's true.
So she'll just probably die in her sleep. Okay, that's what I think. That's
Just
what
like
I
my
think.
dad. Full circle.
Yeah. All right, but all jokes aside, Lubi, I love you. You're a hardworking boss bitch, and I can't wait to see where your career takes you. Probably to the next season of 90 Day Fiancé, or Rehab, or Pornhub. All the good choices. So happy
I'm loving
birthday,
them all.
love. Love you so much.
Thank you. This was
That
awesome.
was fucking great. I was not expecting this much effort, guys. Wow.
I mean, Sonia is a killer.
That was awesome.
I know somebody who's going to destroy me. Bobby will destroy me. I know it. I know when he writes jokes,
assuming-
he's dedicated and
Wait.
detail oriented.
But Bobby, this is Lubi getting at you even before you say
No!
anything. She's building you up so you can only fail.
No.
Preemptive strike.
Yeah, exactly. And
Not
she
at
assumes
all.
I wrote for this. Like,
Not at all. I mean, if you did, I know like Bobby doesn't fuck around. So I feel like we're gonna hear some good shit today. I'm excited.
But I do like your hat, Lubi. You look like you run like a really fun drug cartel, like.
There you go.
Is there any other kind of drug cartel, though? Really?
Oh,
Yeah, they can
fun.
get pretty
They're all
violent,
fun.
but like she tries to keep it cash, She tries to keep it.
my
Yeah, they
New
all wear
Jersey-
pink shirts,
She does. She looks like a lesbian bookstore owner in Portland. Yeah, I feel like that's what they would wear.
Oh, come on now. She doesn't
Wow,
read.
that
Come on
actually
now.
offended me for some reason.
Edit that part out. It's just the hat.
Just a hat.
Well, what do you got, Bobby?
Me being an old hag.
let's go to one of our digital submissions. How's that sound?
I don't know
Great.
what digital means, but go for it.
Cool.
I don't know what submission
Well,
means.
We reached out to a lot of comedians and friends of Lubi's to see if they would roast her, and when none of them responded, we got Andrea from Queens.
I knew that nobody's gonna care. I knew it.
So I'm sorry. It's took up until now to realize I don't really know how to write roast jokes, but here goes. Libby was hired because she's from Montenegro, and Anthony heard not a Negro. Because it's tough to tell. She's tall, loud, and is poor. Speaking of which, she takes a ton of trips. She's constantly going to South Carolina, Kansas City, back home to Montenegro. How? I could barely afford to commute to and from work. I mean, she must be an extreme couponer or something. When I first met Luby, I thought, I've never met a nicer person. But now that I've been around her a bit, I've noticed a pattern. I will see her treat everyone with that same kindness and respect to their faces. What ensues is what she really thinks. She thinks everyone sucks.
That is
And she's not wrong. And Luby paints a rosy picture of everything. You'll get stage time. No, that guy's really into you. I can't tell if she's setting me up to fail or she's just delusionally optimistic. But either way, Luby, I love you. Happy belated birthday. You are my number one cheerleader. You're my partner in crime. And I love you. Can't wait to see you later today. Give you a big old hug.
Yay!
Yay, look at
My
that.
impression was on point, you guys.
That was good.
Wow.
I don't even know if I could do that accent.
Accent and fake enthusiasm. Amazing.
Oh, and there it is, the beautiful roast.
Oh, I love this bit.
That is horrifying.
My friends were disturbed.
Yeah. Oh God.
People wrote to me, they were like, this is actually like really fucked up.
Oh yeah. It's totally. I blame Fife Fan. I told him not to.
Should have
he
did like
did
a
anyway.
cartoon pig. This looks like a little too real. I don't.
Listen, when you leave a pig out for that long, it's gonna get destroyed.
I don't know. I would pay extra to watch this porn. Honestly, like it's mostly
actually
the
really
head
hungry.
and apple.
I was disturbed, and then the balloons around it made it cute, and I was like, okay.
It
Balloons.
actually looks like
Balloons.
Steve had at Atlantic City.
Well, Lubi, you're not the only one from Montenegro who recently had a birthday. That's right. There are people in southern Montenegro who are celebrating the fruit of an ancient tree. Mm-hmm. That's right. This tree in Bar, which I think it's in Bar, which is where you live.
I'm in Bar. Yeah, I'm in Bar.
This tree just turned 2,245 years
True.
old. It is an olive tree. Despite its age, the tree continues to produce fruit. And
Just like me.
2021 was no exception. They harvested 101 kilograms. I don't know that metric of measurement because I live in the best country of America where we don't use that. But basically, this olive oil is so special that they don't even sell it. They gift it to princes. They save it. They put it in museums. They let some people in the neighborhood taste it. But it is so special that they don't sell it as a part of their celebration of the tree's vitality. It'll be available for the locals
Charles.
to taste. Now, of course, I just looked for stories about Montenegro that I could then roast you on, and here are my jokes. Montenegro would rather celebrate a tree than Lubi. Lubi might finally get respect when she turns 2,500 years old. And lastly, maybe if Lubi stayed an extra virgin, she'd be loved as much as this tree.
That one was awesome.
There you go.
You should feel better for yourself. This is the most effort she's ever put into any
Wow.
show. So you should feel
Wow.
good about
Yeah.
yourself for that.
I do feel loved. And she gave me a Starbucks gift card. I don't need anything else.
Do
I'm good.
you know about these olive trees? Is this like a big thing in Montenegro?
It's a huge deal. This one specifically, like it's a big part of our tradition back, like in my hometown. Montenegro loves it, knows about it, but Bar is really all about the tree. When we were kids, like every year you have to submit a poem about a tree, and then we all go and read our poems next to the tree. It's like a whole thing. I mean, it's cute, yeah.
That sounds good.
Where's the
Speaking-
Gino gay?
Speaking
It is
of
a little
olive
gay.
oil, this guy uses it as lube to fuck men in the ass. Let's go to Gino Bisconti.
What a segue.
Hey everybody, Gina Visconti here, and I just wanted to wish a happy birthday to my dear friend Lubi. And by the way, let me say this about Lubi. There's a lot of people that say women can't be funny, and for those people I have two words. Bill Schultz. I'm kidding
My
about Bill.
birthday roast.
She's not funny. But Lubi is hilarious. In fact, I think one of the hardest times I ever laughed is when Lubi said to me, you know, Gino, I'm also a comedian. It still fucking cracks me up. Anyway, another fun fact about Lubi, her last name is Popovich. Yeah. The same name as one of the greatest NBA coaches of all time, but to Lubi's credit, Lubi is way hotter and way younger, and I'll tell you something else. Lubi is responsible for way more black men slamming their balls. She's a whore. Happy birthday, Lubi.
I love when Gino
Nice.
calls me a whore.
Nice.
I giggled at that when he sent it to me, but I told him, I texted him, I'm like, I'm a dude. And he goes, well, agree to disagree. And that was the last I heard.
That was it.
From this weekend, yes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Although it looked like he was sweating olive oil.
Yeah.
It's not that he was just using it as lube. Well, we actually, believe it or not, have a lot of these.
How do you guys go?
Throughout the show.
Oh shit! How do you guys go more aroused? I get. I'm a masochist. I love this.
About time. Well, I found out that the last time, Luby said it, the Monday morning dump, where one talks about such things, that the last time she had sex was her last birthday. And I was jealous. You only had sex that long ago? See, it's perspective.
It's a perspective.
Yeah, I don't like. Just
Yeah, I should be
compare yourself
talking to you
me.
more.
Thank you. Exactly.
Well, with a dry spell like that, the first time you have sex, you're going to leave a wet spot. And we have the host, Chrissy Mayer,
Hi, Bobby.
Sir.
Anger makes
See?
you clever.
Birthday, Luby. You're tall, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're tall, you're Middle Eastern or something. Love you, girl. Did I mention you're tall?
I love something. Middle Eastern something.
Very cute.
So cute. Thank you, Chrissy. I didn't even know she's gonna send a video. Like, this is a surprise to me. This is
The whole
cool.
thing is supposed to be a surprise.
Did you want people to tell you they were sending video?
I don't know. I just feel like I always feel bad if people have to work hard.
As you should.
And yeah, I don't know.
You ruined everyone's weekend. All right? That's all you
Am
need
I
to
getting
know.
paid for this? I just no.
The only gift we're giving her is guilt right now. That's all we're doing.
And it's
I'll
working.
make her pay somehow. Okay,
It's working.
you're gonna work it off, girl.
Well, let's see. Again, dealer's choice. You guys got them all, but
Well, I did get a message from Winston who wanted to know, Joanne, you like hating on successful women. How does it feel hating on an unsuccessful woman?
very on brand. Very on brand. I love it.
A successful woman, and then a question mark in my case, I guess. I have been asked if I was a man a couple of times.
Well, is it just because you were hanging out like a tranny area?
I can hit a tranny area easily with my height, and when I go to gay clubs,
And also, I don't think it's an insult anymore.
it's not even a tranny, it's a drag area that I hit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You don't wear nearly enough makeup.
That's what I'm.
This was my Miami phase. In Miami, I was I wore a lot of glitter and everything, and I was asked a couple of times.
And you did enough coke off of people's asses that they're like, what won't this person do?
I did coke once out of my boss's ring. How dope is that?
Where did you think it was going when she said "out of my bosses"? Right before she said "ring"?
Yeah, let's call it a ring. You know.
He was one of my first boss. Actually, my first boss in the United States was like 2007, and he wrote me a message yesterday. He doesn't even have Facebook to remind him, and he remembered my birthday.
That is impressive.
Now, okay, but there's a fine line between being flattered by that and creeped out.
Do you know who that guy is, everyone?
Who?
That's the story I told you about a guy who I almost converted. He was gay, and then he licked my face.
Oh,
Oh,
That's him.
face licker.
The face
it's
licker.
not creepy. He's not actually got ulterior motives, I guess.
I don't know. He remembered my
He wants
birthday.
Another taste of the face.
It's right here.
Another taste of the face. He's like, I want to taste an old face. I've never tasted an old one before.
Death metal earlier is
wanna
Lubi,
see
I have
how
a
it
question.
ages.
Was it a cock ring?
No, it wasn't.
No, but that's an interesting question. You know, a man who has a ring, first of all, but
Wow.
and the fact that, like, why is there a hole in it? What gemstone is supposed
Is it
to
like
be in there?
1980s?
That is a coke ring.
Is that like an 80s move? Like that?
I was so
That's a
drunk.
ring
that-
made for coke.
Yeah, I was so drunk that I don't remember much. I just remember that he had a ring and we were in a corner and that
No, that's like it is
all I remember.
specifically made for
Good
drugs.
for you for going to a corner.
true.
At least being a little discreet about it. That's good.
But it's oh my god, it was for one of my birthdays. Wow, this is all coming full circle. But coke didn't do anything for me. I still fell asleep in the bathroom, and we were at the gay club.
What if you
They found
accidentally
me.
snorted roofie?
I don't know what it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
those 2 years were a blur. I really
Just
made a
gays
lot
have the
of
best
mistakes.
drugs.
So, okay, so that birthday you were doing coke in a corner, falling asleep in a gay bathroom. This year, what did you do? You said you had a little pizza party, slumber party?
I had 6 different celebrations because, like, I have a lot of friends.
women.
Lubi is putting me to
I was
shame.
gonna say we've already put more effort into this
That's
than we ever
wild.
did for
But
Joanne's birthday.
it has been like this my whole life. Like my parents were like, your birthday's coming. I guess we have to have a week off to cater all of your friends. Because I would have friends from my like drama class, then my friends from different, and I would just like have to have separate parties for everyone. It's always been like that.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
I maintained that Joanne's the way she is with her birthday months because she got nothing when she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You even got this as a kid.
Yeah, always. I always had a
Wow.
bunch of people around me, and it's just a thing of mine. It never comes
Unbelievable.
forced.
Little
It's just-
princess.
It's always.
Yeah, see, I force people to
Yes,
celebrate.
exactly.
So my friends took me out a lot. My friend flew from Kansas City. Another friend of mine flew from Miami. Like I said, this was all supposed to be a surprise, but I kind of figured it out.
I have to say, you look good for considering how hungover you probably are right now.
And
It was tonight and night. last
makeup
night
free
and night
this morning, you guys.
I'm impressed.
Makeup free. It's because I forgot it.
Well, now next year, this is a segue. In the future,
Be good.
when Luby's friends want to travel to see and celebrate her, maybe they'll be able to do so on the $1 billion motorway that's leading Montenegro to nowhere.
True.
Montenegro is building its first ever motorway. Due to a huge loan scandal, though, it's now become the country's highway to hell. 40 bridges and 90 tunnels are expected to be built and financed by the Chinese. However, the project has been hit by corruption allegations, construction delays, and environmental tragedies. Today, out of the planned 170 kilometers, just 40 have been completed. So, of course, this made me think of some roast jokes. Much like Luby's career, this road is going nowhere. Also,
Most effort you've ever put in.
well, we learned where Luby, or shit, I fucked it up. Well, we know where Luby learned her work ethic from. Which is really just like not true, but still, there you have it. Apparently, though, this road is like right in Bar. Everything's happening in Bar now.
Yeah, because we are a port and we're like a pretty important spot on the south. And
So some people think the Chinese just want access to this port. Like they want to like.
They're doing the
claim
same.
it.
China owns Montenegro at this point.
Yeah.
We are so much in debt because they started a project, took the money from China, and then all politicians just took the money and never executed anything. So it's always been like that. We had the same president for past 30 years. So it's all bullshit. Yeah.
doing.
So everybody's saying like we are owned by China at this point. And it's Montenegro is tiny.
Did you guys feel like you needed that road? Are you like, oh God, yes, finally! It won't take us 4 hours to get to wherever.
Montenegro is so tiny. Like you can go 2 hours north and that's it.
Oh,
Montenegro's done. You've seen everything. So it's not
$1 billion, huh? For that much.
imagine. They needed so much money for what? A quarter of Queens? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. The whole country is quarter of Queens, basically.
yeah, wow.
Population-wise?
Population-wise is 500,000 people at this point.
Oh,
Right.
In the whole country. So it's disgusting what's going on at this point. But yeah, China owns us.
Fucking shit.
Yep.
there you have it.
That's how.
There you go.
We should nuke China. That's an unpopular opinion. Your next roaster is the host of Unpopular Opinions on Gas Digital.
That's how you
He's
do a segue.
amazing. He's amazing.
That is how you do a segue.
Dave Temple.
Happy birthday, Lubi Popovic. Your Serbian depression is somehow very attractive. Enjoy.
Oh my God, thank you. I can't believe that Dave sent the video too.
Serbian Depression, another good album name. We're getting a lot of them. I love it.
Oh my God.
That was a
Dave told me that I still hold the title of being the most miserable guest they ever had on their podcast. Do you know about this? Do you remember?
Yeah, he told me about
Wait,
like
in what way?
10
What
times.
happened?
It's because I don't know
She's
what
so
happened.
upbeat, you know.
I guess that whatever I do, every joke that I make somehow ends in suicide, like in that area.
Sure, yeah.
And I just met Derek that day, his co-host, and he was a little off. And Dave told me, he's like, when you meet him, he's gonna be a little strange until he gets to know you.
I remember him telling you that.
Yeah. Which is his thing. Like he tries to break you as a guest a little bit in a sense. So I was like, bring it on. So whatever he said, I would go for like the most horrific answer just to like
Love it.
surprise him. And in 5 minutes, we became best friends.
Well, you can't break something that it's already broken.
Pretty much. No, honestly, that's pretty accurate.
I'm gonna turn the fan
I
off.
think he was trying to
I look at Joanne doing that. I always forget Joe's anemic, basically.
No, it's just my nose starts running is the issue when I get.
Do we have
I mean, you've got horrible.
Bill? I think we have the Kleenex there. If Joanne needs them.
Thank you, as opposed to just using my
I thought it was because
hands.
she was choking up.
Oh my God,
This is-
Serbian depression.
Dave is awesome, and I love David and David. Jesus Christ, Dave and what do you?
Derek?
No, Derek. Yeah, sorry,
Derek's
I'm
there.
hungover. I'm sorry. I love them together. It was a great show.
I
Maybe invite me again.
What else? Who else we got here?
Let's go to some of the people who probably know Luby the best because they work with her. Probably her best friend and biggest supporter at Compound, Garrett Andres.
Hey, Garrett! It's your favorite employee from Compound Media, Garrett. On your birthday, there was something I always wanted to tell you, and I figured today's the best day to do it. Oh, hey, Joanne. You look great today. Anyway, you just tell Bobby he did a great job at hosting How Can You Forget Halloween? Thanks, and happy birthday.
Thanks, Garrett.
He always does this. This is amazing.
The thing of it is like every time I see the dynamic between you and Garrett, I'm like, why did you want to roast for your birthday? Because he does it to you every time he sees you.
Pretty much.
It was
So dynamic, yeah. Like, he will give compliments to everyone around me and then make it a point to skip me. So I'm like standing there and I'm like,
Love it.
Why? He finds joy in that.
His delivery is just always like he's got something else on his mind.
Yeah.
Like he's just going through the motions, not even really sure what he's saying to you. Mostly that's probably just what he's doing.
I would love to see Garrett one day on Shark Tank where he has to do a pitch to the sharks and he keeps fucking it up. Because you know that is what would happen. Hey, sharks, I'm here with a great plan. Oh, do that again. Hey, sharks. And it would be the same, like, intonation every time.
I would love him to be in front of the shark judges and just be like, oh, hey, Joanne, you look good today, even though you're in, like,
Yep.
thousands of miles away.
Wait, like,
living your life.
what's Mark Cuban's basketball team?
The Mavs.
Mavs, right?
And he just keeps talking about, the Knicks or someone else. It's like,
I would like to see Steve doing a pitch for sharks because he would be so pissed that he has to beg someone for money that he would be like, hey, sharks, you know what? Fuck you all. Give me the money or don't give me the money. I don't give a fuck.
I would be super enthusiastic.
Really?
Hey, sharks, come buy this thing I have. It's a skateboard with a fifth wheel. Yay! I would be so. Oh my God, you want money? I want money from them. Yeah. I'd
Wow,
be super nice.
you would have been pumped? You would have been like,
I think what would happen is after they started shitting on my idea and calling me dumb, then I might like turn and be like, all right, fuck you guys, Mark Cuban, with your dumb soy sauce hair.
Steve, I find it very hard to believe that just out of thin air, you came up with the idea of a skateboard with a fifth wheel. I actually think you have been really thinking about that for a while.
That's your shark thing, huh?
I saw Shark Tank years ago, and I've been thinking ever since, what's going to be my invention?
What if we just added a fifth wheel? I actually think it's a pretty good idea.
Like a rotating wheel. I actually am thinking of this on the spot, to be honest. But what if like it was in the middle?
Did you
like,
say it was a
rotated
rotating
so
wheel? Because what else do wheels do?
Well, no, because wheels on a skateboard are fixed. They only go straight.
Oh, I see
Like,
what you mean.
I'm talking like a shopping cart wheel, like one that spins.
oh, wow.
Right? And then you can fall weird instead of normal, like I always fall on a skateboard.
I just see you holding the skateboard with the fifth wheel and trying to convince them that it's a calzone from Calzone Steve's. And then being like, he's obviously...
It's going to be the new delivery method of calzones.
Right.
Steve's.
Or the
Fifth wheel
sharks
skateboard.
would be like, wait, you're pitching a skateboard. Why are there calzones in front of us? He's like, I thought you might be hungry.
Because I'm trying to sell this, guys.
Yeah. This is brilliant. I can't believe he just came up with this. This is brilliant.
Hey, brilliant. What did we say there?
It really
It's a
is.
strong word.
I would just add training wheels on that fifth wheel. Just
training wheels?
yeah.
Training wheels for the
because you're gonna
wheel.
keep falling
I
until
think they
you
do
like,
make
perfect
skateboards
it,
with
yeah.
training wheels, don't they?
Do they?
I wouldn't put it past them.
I would take one.
I think it's just called
Makes
roller
sense, just like the
skates
fifth
at that
wheel.
point.
So that's
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I
Well,
wouldn't.
this man's wife might need training wheels for for her skateboard because he alleges she's retarded. Let's go to Aaron Burr.
Oh my God!
Bobby's putting our sex to shame.
Luby, I don't know the words to this song at all, but it's from one of my favorite movies, Hercules. And you are Herculean in my mind. You're amazing at what you do. And you smell way less badly than I would picture people from Montenegro would smell. You look like you have horrible body odor, but you don't. That's a really good thing. Happy birthday.
He did not sit next to me this morning. Guys, I did not take a shower. In honor to
You
Joanne.
always smell good.
I There you go.
Say that about Joanne, but you always smell good.
It's that olive oil, from the tree. They just keep rubbing on that
It's that
tree.
all, yes.
It's slightly fruity, a little nutty. It's an olive.
That smells good. This man makes the booth smell bad. Let's go to our next presenter,
already.
Steve Conti.
Wow.
Hey guys. So Lubi, in preparation for this, I did absolutely nothing and was like, oh, fuck that. That's so stupid. So 5 minutes ago, I wrote a couple things down. Let's see if any of them are funny.
This is all going to have to do with the skateboard.
What if we put a fifth wheel... God, Bill, you ruined the bit.
Oh, no! I didn't know!
Wow.
No. Lubi, what a beautiful name. I looked up the meaning, and it's actually Slavic for cunt.
Yes.
Lubi is a comedian, which is smart of her, because the only thing people love more than a woman comic is an immigrant one that they can't understand.
Valid points.
Lubi, you're very fun to work with, very good at your job. If you got any better at it, we might actually know what it is you do here. And, that's all I wrote down. Lubi, you're a great, fun person, and the eighth most handsome tranny to ever come out of Montenegro. So, happy birthday.
Thank you. This is the nicest thing Steve ever done for me. There you go. Besides giving me a shirt.
Yeah.
Steve, you're so nice to me today.
Oh, yeah. From
Thank you.
the nicest rest stop in New Jersey.
You're a
Speaking
good
of New
friend and a
Jersey-
coworker, Steve.
Speaking of New Jersey, this man's the king of New Jersey himself. Let's hear from Don Jameson.
Hey, happy
This guy's killing it with the segs today.
This is crazy.
Happy birthday, Lubi. My favorite Montenegrin. I just like saying that word because it seems like you're getting away with something when you say it. 'Cause you're from Montenegro. You're Montenegrin. You don't want to put that in Joe Biden's teleprompter.
I am from Monte N-word. That's what he's basically saying.
I am just offended by the blurriness
Yeah,
of
his
that
internet
video.
looks like he was in Montenegro.
Bobby killing.
And the time of night where I got a lot of these suggested to me that A, chemicals were involved, and B, that, they might not have been in the right frame of mind as far as the actual focusing, paying attention, remembering they sent it to me the next morning, all that stuff.
He was in bed already, basically. Was that like a
I think that was from his
top or
Jersey
something?
compound.
Yeah, he was out.
But it's another fine coworker of yours, and I'm glad he dressed up for it.
Yeah. And basically just wanted to use a racial slur.
Yeah.
That's it.
Very
Didn't even care about me. Clever. Very clever way to do it. But
Well, what can be said about our next presenter, a bald, white male comedian with a young kid that couldn't be said faster and funnier by Aaron Berg? Let's go to Kevin the Brown.
These are great.
I can't, but Bobby is just...
Hey, Lubi, just coming home from a show, which is something that Gino Bisconti doesn't need to worry about. And it is cold. It's cold outside right now, which, that's something that Gino does need to worry about because he lives in his car. Anyway, just wanted to check in and say happy birthday. And even though you are 1 year older, which, let's be honest, sucks when you're getting up there, at least you're not Gino Bisconti. So, count that. Happy birthday.
Oh, best birthday wish.
It never gets old.
This one is, at least you're not Gino Bisconti. I feel bad about myself.
Right?
I feel way
Take that,
better.
Gino. I'm a dude. I'm not a chick.
We should get bracelets made, like the What Would Jesus Do ones, but instead it's ALYNGB. That took me way too long.
What is wrong with
And
you?
I got lost. At least you're not Gino Bisconti. Yep.
I do like that.
I enjoy a walk and talk. It makes a video 10 times more interesting.
I felt like I was watching something Aaron Sorkin wrote.
Yes.
And it
For all
really
we know,
makes
I did.
them feel like they care about what they're doing. Like they
Oh,
really set aside time
Took
to
the
write
time.
this
Oh,
for
yeah.
you. Yeah.
I feel like we're burying the angry lead that is anything Bobby has to say to you, though.
All right.
Gotta
I'll go
think.
next. That
Let's
works.
do this, Bobby.
I didn't want to do this. I was forced to. That's the same way Luby lost her virginity, though. The only difference is no one has a literal gun to my head.
I can't believe this is the theme today.
Luby and I got hired as interns together, and she told me she finally felt like she wasn't disappointing her father anymore. It didn't really have anything to do with getting hired at Compound. She just finally processed his death.
Wow. Brilliant.
As Sanja said, Luby loves the Kardashians. Unfortunately, at 6'2" and with that Adam's apple, she looks more like a post-op Jenner.
Aww. I am a tranny. It's official. Wow.
Adam's apple.
Luby is from Montenegro, which everyone jokes sounds like Montenegro. Ironically, that's the only way Luby gets stage time.
Oh my God.
Luby was super against the vaccine because she said she wanted to have kids someday. I think that's silly because everyone knows she hit menopause 2 months ago.
Oh, and then she got her vaccine. True.
People have noticed that Luby hasn't been around as much lately, and that's kind of sucked. But to be fair, she has a good excuse. She's got a new job. She's now the general manager of a failed comedian's midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Unfortunately true as well.
That in of itself is a sig.
That didn't make me laugh. That made me a little sad.
That's what DeRosa does.
Well, Luby, hopefully this doesn't make you sad. I like working with you. You're a great friend, and hopefully you have a very bright future.
Thank
for
you,
the next
Bobby.
7 years.
Oh, you motherfucker. He had to take a dump on it at the end. I thought he's going to be nice. No. Bobby, this was brilliant. Thank you so much.
Wow.
All accurate. All accurate. I can't, there's nothing I can say for every joke that you guys made.
Well,
Everything you said, I'm like, yep, checks out.
I don't like it when you're a self-hater.
Well, Bill, I mean, are you saving yourself for last?
I know, I'm legit not doing it. By the way, you know what? This is what I did. Here's the thing about the people at Compound. You can ask them to do something, but then all weekend you got to remind them constantly. So their roast jokes are essentially from me.
There you go.
Because I was the handler. I was the puppet master. I'm always the
I can't imagine Bill roasting anyone.
Huh?
I can't imagine you roasting people.
I would kill all of you,
Bill-
but I would do it literally with my
Bill
bare goddamn
would
hands.
kill at a roast of himself. No one can roast Bill Schultz like Bill Schultz.
I don't know, a mirror. But speaking of somebody that Bobby was referring to, who may or may not have been born without shoulders, that's my one and only segue for today.
Shoulders?
Hi, Luby. Happy birthday. Bill instructed me to make a video roasting you, but I don't really know what I could say that's negative. You're a lovely, hardworking, beautiful human being inside and out with a gentle soul who's naturally caring and nurturing. Now,
something bad's coming.
That pig hosting the show you're on right now, Bill, that's a different story. But I wish it was his birthday because I got a lot to say about that greasy, rat-haired, cigar-smoking scuzz.
I don't smoke cigars.
And I'm not too crazy about Joanne either.
Oh, my God. I can't believe he did this.
A lot of people deviated from the rules here. It's supposed to be the birthday girl.
Based on that performance, it might be a good time to remind you guys, Joey Rosa's subs opening soon.
Yes. Come, everyone. It's going to be awesome.
Why don't you, all right, since you have been hired to actually sell this shithole, why don't you tell us, the audience, and possible sandwich buyers why we should attend to this place? Attend?
First of all, bar looks really awesome. No
the
joke.
mock-up.
They did a great job. It's like really aesthetics of it. It's going to be so great to hang out. It's like all like 80s, 70s vibe. It's pretty cool. It's like a little dive bar, but it's fancy. I don't know. I like it. It's cheap.
The green vinyl type look.
Yeah, vinyl look.
Yeah.
It's going to be cheap shots, cheap liquor, but good quality and good sandwiches, also cheap. Cool people. A bunch of comedians going to hang out there. They're planning to film a bunch of podcasts as well. They want to have a studio. They rented an apartment above the bar as well. That's technically my office and where we're going to film like bunch of stuff.
You had me at apartment though. How much space are we
You had
talking?
me at finger quotes.
Office.
At brothel.
Brothel. I mean, I can be a pimp now.
Madame Lubi, Madame Lubi.
First of all,
That's
DeRosa absolutely got that so he could just wheel some drunken bimbo up to the apartment after he's bartending.
Are you sure it's not human trafficking?
It's true, and I have Albanian to run it. They're good at it. No, we needed an office, and also the bar is going to be a little loud, and it is a building where people live, so they rented an apartment above it. So
it's smart, man.
Loud, and we do need an office and a studio.
Also, that is a good idea though, because there's going to be at least a handful of people in one night who may embarrass themselves.
Yeah.
Who need a place to crash.
Yes.
Maybe you don't trust that they get home safely.
Yep.
You just throw them upstairs.
Yep.
and where you can hide cameras.
There you
know,
go.
hidden cameras and then blackmail them. No? Okay, just me? Okay, cool.
There you go. And that was my thing. Like, as soon as I heard there's an apartment and a bar involved, I'm like, I haven't had sex in a year. This is great. I'm just going to meet somebody. It's amazing.
Again, focus on the guy who's got even a better or worse record than you. I'm using that apartment first.
Bill, I insist.
Thank you.
Insist.
Thank you.
And if the man says after sex, go make me a sandwich, you can say, okay.
I thought you were actually directing that to me.
Brilliant.
And you get
Brilliant.
a sandwich.
Brilliant.
Bring it
Well,
back
he
up.
told me that you guys weren't going to have a stage with stand-ups doing their stand-up there. And I didn't then realize at first, I was like, oh, that's really cool. He's just going to focus on it, not using his comedian friends, and just focus on it being a proper Scorsese era 90s, 70s New York bar. But then I realized, you got to get a cabaret license for that. And so he's just cheap. That's probably the only reason.
It could be, sure. It could be actually, but I also
saving
think
money where he can.
Yeah, he's also like his podcast is like food oriented.
Oh.
So that's where he wants to go.
That's great,
That's
yeah.
his audience, like a little.
On
get Joe
Instagram,
on.
I'll see the clips of him just debating with whomever about, and it's like all my favorite things, like Auntie Anne's pretzel or Cinnabon when you're in a mall.
Well, you got to go on the show.
Or what was another one? It was like pizza or pasta. And
how do you pick one?
I usually disagree with Joe every time.
See, you got to go on. They need the back and forth, the yin and the
I
yang.
would only do it if I could actively be eating said foods while debating.
Is there a video element you could kill two birds with one stone and release a mukbang? Yeah.
He always goes back to that with you.
I'll talk to Lubi.
We can do it.
It's Italian
We're
accent.
also gonna have guest bartenders, not like once a week, but once in a while. We'll bring comedians, and you can guys be guest bartenders.
I would love that. Well, especially since it sounds
I mean,
easy.
for you,
'cause-
you might hate it because it's gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I would enjoy it because I'd be like, I don't care what you're asking me for. You're all getting the same thing, which is just a shot of tequila.
True, and like guest bartenders are there to be pretty, and I feel like you can do that easily. So you just show up, and the rest is already.
She might even shower for this gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that Bobby can turn off his mic because we can hear. him.
Because he's going to be bartending like 3 days a week there.
Someone's knocking, guys.
But you know how, and I'm like, and he's never bartended a day in his life, but you know how he's going to do it, which I have to say, I hate to give him credit, it's kind of smart. Canned cocktails. All of the cocktails are just going to be canned cocktails, which I suppose if you're a connoisseur, maybe that would make your eyes roll. But I like me a canned cocktail, and that's so fucking easy. If you've never bartended before, just be like, oh, you want a gin and tonic or something like that? Blah, blah, blah. Easier than pouring a beer.
Yeah, there's going to be both, but we're
Okay.
going to have an option for canned cocktails because they're paired up with.
If Joe's bartending, there's no option. It's canned cocktails.
But Joanne, I don't think you need to make any drinks. You just need to crawl on the bar. Like it's Coyote Ugly. Just flip your bra, honestly.
Wow.
Little, considering the decor,
Yeah.
like white snake video type deal. Oh,
thought
yeah.
of
Get
getting
those
my
tips,
knees and
girl.
palms
Get those tips.
sticky. Splinters.
I can never do that because I'm too tall. Like I can never get up on a bar and dance.
But see, that's what would make it great if you
fit.
keep hitting your head against the wall. Like, that's worth the price of admission right there.
If you just like hunched
No,
over.
you can just lay down.
Trying to be sexy, yeah.
No, Lubi, you can just lay down. They can just do body shots of you. You know.
Wow.
Can I ask? Okay, hold on. Body shots. I don't understand.
Neither do I, but I feel like that's the only thing she's qualified to do.
It's in a shot glass. We place it on the body, and then but it's still in a glass. It's still a shot from a glass.
But sometimes they put like in the navel, no?
The belly button?
Belly button,
Also
right?
tequila. You do.
I'm sorry. I would be so distracted by the cavernous belly button that's holding my booze.
Actually, you're supposed to hold it in your belly button. I don't think it's the guys that do that.
The body shot I would want to take, the ones that make sense, is like a girl will squeeze her tits together. And they'll like pour booze in the crevice and you gotta like suck it out.
Yeah.
Which like, why wouldn't you want to do that? Yeah, especially.
You know what's even better than
fun
that?
thing.
Cocaine in between the boobs.
Off a fucking big black dick, yeah.
Yes.
You do that too.
You got me on what I actually did.
I would enjoy that.
But yeah, the tequila, you got the salt right here. Lick that off. You get
Okay,
arrested for
apparently
that.
y'all are body shot experts.
Okay.
Good to know.
Well, that's Sex and the City cocktail, you know?
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I know this. I knew. What did I? I don't know. This Australian guy who would take tequila shots with salt and lime, but he would snort the salt, squeeze the lime in his eye, and then take a shot.
I think he's still part of that from Caddyshack. Chevy Chase does something similar.
And we were at a party, and he was one of my bosses at the Ritz-Carlton, this Australian dude, very like put together. All of a sudden we go out, this guy turns into a beast.
They're animals.
Immediately.
Fucking
Have you
animals.
ever gotten lime juice in your eye? I would be a
Exactly.
beast too. It hurts.
He was ordering tequila towers, which is like that bar had at like a special, like like champagne glasses lined up, this like tequila shot glasses, and just like chug them and squeeze and snort.
Well, Aussies are batshit crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh
they
yeah,
just
yes they are.
wrestle with kangaroos and alcoholism.
keep
That's
up
what
with
they
it.
do.
Not know where his mouth was after a few shots, which is why the salt and the lime went.
This guy was a pro, and we drank all night, and we all had to go to work the next day. And I showed up and left after an hour.
Oh, yeah.
I was puking like neon green shit, and I don't know what it was.
Not
Like,
only-
my gut. I was puking out my gut, basically.
They'll get up and like not only just go to work, they'll like get up and go like hike a mountain or something like that. They're fucking insane.
He was fresh as a daisy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Nothing.
And the worst
And I
part
had to
is,
leave.
I mean, I lived there for a spell, mentioned it before, and didn't get laid once. We're starting to see a theme for today's show. But they are so bad to themselves, and they're all good looking. Everybody, I couldn't even bother competing. Not to mention, I don't think they like American accents, but they're all good looking, even though they all treat
Wow.
themselves like fucking petri dishes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Maybe they were all bit by a very drunk spider. Because they
Sounds
have
like you're
spiders
pitching
on
Shark Tank again.
Sharks.
And because they were bit by this drunk spider, they got a certain enzyme that allows them to get really drunk, but still have spider-like qualities, like climbing and speed and scaring me.
Wow. So what we've learned here is that Douglas is
Wow.
giving her more edibles and forcing her to watch Marvel movies for the first time in her life.
But swear to God, Douglas talks in his sleep, and the other night he just went, Spider-Man. Back asleep. I was like, oh, I love
Got over
Douglas.
350 million views as far as the last trailer is concerned on YouTube. I just want to say that. Well, all right. Did we get to all of them? I want to make sure, as I annoyed everyone this weekend for said videos. I think we got them. Did we? We're good? Wonderful.
Wow.
Well, what a delight this was.
This is great.
In spite of
was
Joanne.
Can we do this once a month? You guys shit on me.
Huh?
Kind of feel good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's great. I thought you guys are gonna go harder at me.
Well, that's this guy's job.
Well, actually,
It
we're
is
gonna
ribbed for
actually
your
shit
pleasure.
on you right after.
You're actually going to shit on. Okay,
Yes,
cool. I'm
yes.
glad I have a hat.
You'll
It's
have
good
to
that you didn't
show
take
up
a
at least
shower
once
yet.
a month for us to shit on
Nice.
All Valley points. Like I said,
Excellent.
this is all facts, unfortunately.
pretty good. And also, I think in this day and age, be careful when you ask coworkers to roast you, particularly if you're a woman. Don't want to be sexist, but like I have a feeling that they temper themselves more than they would have, say, even 5 years ago. It's the world we live in now, guys. And I, for one, think it's a better one.
Yeah, but I think I'm pretty self-aware.
No, I know. I think
I'm like, oh yeah, this is all true. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, darling. I hope
Thank
you
you.
enjoyed it.
This was awesome. Like that. Thank you guys. I had no idea that so many people are going to send videos. So thank you to
Me
you
neither.
and Bobby,
I
to
don't know
everybody.
him.
You guys really put a lot of work into
That was
this.
very sweet. Thank you.
I feel
all.
bad for making you work, but thank you.
It's that hard. I actually just annoyed people, which I enjoy doing. Ask
There you
Joanne.
go.
Well, speaking of Joanne, I'll let you wrap it up badly. Let's go to the coffee.
My favorite part.
Speaking of sandwiches, okay, I love a good Italian sandwich. Give me the salami, the pepperoni, all of the cured meats. But this is where I kind of go off track. I don't like an oil and vinegar. I would rather mayonnaise.
You call yourself a Dago?
I know.
What is wrong with you?
Makes the bread super soggy. Who wants a
love
wet
that.
sandwich?
That's got to be like the half
I'm not a
Ukrainian in you.
monster. No.
It's the part of you that's related to Lubi.
Mayonnaise.
Oh no, you didn't, motherfucker.
Why?
Oh.
Okay, look, I understand how you're pissing Lubi off. You're pissing me off.
This was a great show.
My roast.
Piece of shit.
Today, just know we all think you're beautiful.
Everyone to break the camera.
It's brilliant.
beautiful.
Oh, Lubi, Lubi. Oh, Lubi, Lubi.
My love is pure.
You get old, motherfucker. That's what earworms.
Of that I'm sure.
Wow, I actually forgot about it. I didn't see it coming.
With another man.
Crazy.
I would have defaulted before it happened.
I won't lose no sleep on it, 'cause I've got a plan. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
You know he's
You're beautiful. It's true. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you. Yes, she caught my eye as we walked